And you need to grow up, young man.
Sir, can you please stop raising your voice?
No, I will not. You are not going to tell me what to do.
I have your right to an attorney.
The specimen you see here is 18-year-old Christian Hillman. Right now, this teenager is having a meltdown, all because he realized he will be spending the rest of his life rotting in a jail cell.
If I go to like a jail cell tonight, damn, that's just whack, bro.
So he will beg the only person in his life who can try and help him.
Well, right now, I am in the Kent County Police Department. I am chained to the floor, and they were refusing me to give me an attorney. Just come down here.
But Christian is completely unaware of the kind of evidence he has left behind, because with every clue that comes to light, his story will begin to fall apart.
These are church folks that believe in a church. You guys didn't realize that they're standing watching this thing go down. So your story is not even close to what these poor folks saw.
We're doing a search warrant at your house right now. The blood all in the garage, everything. We have it all.
On a chilly evening in September 2016, 64-year-old William McFarlan was driving home to Caledonia Township, Michigan, after a fishing trip. Nothing unusual for the retired military veteran. William was a husband, father, and grandfather, the kind of guy his loved ones described as a bright light, goofy, warm, always cracking jokes, and always trying to make people laugh. He was loved and deeply cherished by his community. But somewhere along that rural road, William crossed paths with someone riding an off-road vehicle, and what should have been nothing more than a brief argument turned into something violent. The two ended up pulling into a church parking lot on Whitneyville Avenue, and that's where William was brutally assaulted by the person on the bike, who was wearing steel-toe boots and a thick skull ring. By the time drivers passing by noticed something was wrong and called 911, things were already dire. William had suffered severe injuries to his head and ribs, and although he was rushed to the hospital and stabilized, doctors concluded that any long-term survival was unlikely. Now detectives had two questions: who was the person on the bike, and what happened between them and William? Fortunately, witnesses were able to point cops in the right direction. They identified an 18-year-old teenager, Christian Hillman, as the attacker, and soon enough he was brought into an interrogation room, where detectives quickly realized they weren't dealing with a scared kid who made a mistake, but someone hostile, aggressive, and openly racist. The following footage was provided by the Kent County Sheriff's Department.
All right, buddy. Like I said, I'm Marcus. This is Jason.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell your first name?
Christian, as in like the religion.
Christian. What's your
Middle.
Yes, sir.
William.
As Christian is read his rights, detectives get right into what happened that night, and the story he will tell is so entitled, it barely sounds real.
We've been doing this a long time. All I'm asking, and I say this to everyone, and I expect you to come in here and lie to us, just be honest. Okay?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro.
Okay, all right. You know why you're here, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we don't have to, jump through that for an hour and a half. Tell us what happened tonight.
Okay, so I was riding my four-wheeler, and I was riding my dirt bike. It's like late at night out in the country, like we live on some gravel roads and everything. So we just...
What's your address? So you say you have a four-wheeler?
Yes.
And just a four-wheeler?
I have a... Do you know much about bikes?
Not really. I mean, no. I know what a dirt bike is.
You know about bikes? All right. I hate to brag here, bro, but I love my bikes. I got a 1972 Harley Sportster. I got a Suzuki RMZ 250. I got a Harley 1450 Super Glide. Let's see, Yamaha TTR 230, and I got a 1985 Kawasaki.
Wow.
I love my motorcycles, man.
So where do you store them? Where do you store all these bikes?
Well, I live in like a decent-sized house. My parents just built a shed outside just to keep all the bikes in and everything.
Oh, wow. Now, do you work on them too, or you just...
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. They take a lot of work.
Sure, I bet. A lot of money, too. You got a job working anywhere right now?
Yeah, and the thing was there, like, the atmosphere and everything there, it was just really upsetting to me. because the manager there had actually asked me, like, I thought he was joking, but like a really well-dressed black man walked into the store, and he started walking around, and he was just doing his own thing, you know, just getting groceries. And my supervisor he said, hey, I want you to follow that black dude around and make sure he doesn't steal anything. Oh, wow. I quit that job real quick.
Right.
So I'm not putting up with that shit, bro.
Sure. So the night you were riding, what? I mean, you named off like 5 or 6. What were you riding tonight?
I was riding my Arctic Cat 250 4-wheeler and my Yamaha TTR 230 because all my other bikes are broken right now and need to be fixed.
Arctic Cat what?
The Arctic Cat 250.
250.
Arctic Cat DBX 250 as a matter of fact.
What color is it?
It's blue. It's got some fenders missing off it and everything. It's not the best bike, but it's a John though.
The Arctic Cat.
Yeah. The Arctic Cat 250. The 4-wheeler is red.
Okay, that's red. Okay.
Mr. Bike Enthusiast here pretends to know a lot about bikes, but he doesn't seem to know the first thing about riding one safely. Because according to witnesses, Christian was riding his Yamaha with no headlights at a busy intersection, which pretty much explains why William most likely had an argument with him in the first place.
Leading up, so were you home all night tonight?
No.
Okay.
I got home for a little while, and you know, like I live way out in the country.
Sure.
So like basically out there, like I've seen police officers out there. I would ride my dirt bike down the road. They just waved to me and everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cause it's so far out in the country. Everybody rides dirt bikes out there.
Right.
But now to get to the actual story of what happened tonight, me and my buddies, we were riding, and all of a sudden this guy in this truck just pulled up behind me, and he started.
You were on what? What were you driving?
What was I driving?
Yeah.
I was driving the TTR 230.
Okay.
You gotta look that bike up, nice man.
I will.
It's nice, man. But anyhow, the guy in the truck pulled up behind me. He started blaring his horn at me, and I had no idea why.
Let me ask you this: where were you at when you were riding? This guy pulled up behind you. Where were you at?
Well, I don't know if you guys know the area.
I do. I used to work years ago when I worked the street. I used to work there.
Oh yeah, for sure. But do you know like 52nd and Whitneyville?
I know where 52nd. Where the railroad tracks are there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You're an OG, bro.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we were taking.
So were you on Whitneyville coming south, or were you on 52nd? Which way were you going?
Which way is south from there?
Cascade runs this way, 52nd comes south on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you have to take a right to get on the Cascade, so I took a left and passed the railroad tracks. Because there's usually like this dirt road we like to ride down, it's a lot of fun.
Okay. So you're near 52nd in Whitneyville?
Yeah, oh yeah, right a few houses. Now the police already had stopped by my house today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Some detectives.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I was really mad at my mom, though, because she just let them right in the house and everything. I wasn't there.
Sure.
Yeah.
I know nothing about that. I don't know why that would be, but...
Yeah, I was frankly irritated with that.
Was that before this incident or after?
After.
Oh, after the incident. Okay. I thought you meant earlier in the day. All right, let's get with it. So you're 52nd in Whitneyville area.
Yeah.
You're on the dirt bike. ATV?
Yes.
Okay.
The muted segment you just heard was about Christian's friend, Noah. That night, Christian wasn't riding alone. Noah was with him on another ATV, and the two were cruising around together. At one point, they get separated, and that's when Noah gets a call from Christian. And we'll let Noah explain what happens next.
I get a call from Christian. All I hear is like frantic, like moving and stuff like that. I'm like, Christian, are you still driving? Like, stop, like answer your phone. And he's like, this dude's unconscious. And I was like, what? This dude's unconscious. So I'm like, what? So I pull up some more and I see this like truck with its, hazards going off. And I finally saw the truck, so I pulled up and he was like right there and this dude's like laying there unconscious. And I'm like, dude! And he's like, dude, he choked me. And I was like, what? And I was like, we need to go, bro. You just knocked him out. Let's go, bro. And he's like, all right, bro, let's go. And he was like trying to like pick up his dirt bike and like people started showing up in his he started like talking to all these people and everything, and I was just like sitting on the ATV like, and then he got on and we just jetted back to his crib.
Okay. This is a pretty traumatic event.
Yeah,
you guys are sitting talking about what happened.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Christian said that he was driving and the guy like got really close to the back of him, and he's always told me that it's like scary when someone gets to really close to the back of you on like a two-wheeler. Like it's so they touch that back wheel, you're gonna fall. So he starts pulling over and the guy pulled over with him. And I believe him in that part because his bike was parked right in front of his truck, and I'm like, so I was like, all right, whatever. And then so Christian gets off the bike, and the guy must have gotten out of the car too. And Christian said he laid hands on him, and Christian just beat the shit out of him.
Noah tells investigators that he did see Christian kick William at least once, but Noah isn't the only friend willing to be honest about what happened that night, because after the assault, Christian and Noah head back home, and they start calling people over. And one of those friends eventually sits down with detectives and gives a statement that would blow this case wide open.
Right, I think I had some information that wasn't mentioned through all of this.
How do you know that?
He told me.
So Christian told you he was on
2 bars of Xanax.
anything else?
And then I witnessed him take 2 more that night when I told him not to. So when he came in this office, that means he was on it.
Oh, he was tripping when he was here.
Yeah.
That was clear.
I think that's what started the fight. He felt like he was invincible because he was on Xanax.
You ever taken it?
Arrogance, entitlement, and being under the influence is a dangerous mix. And Christian's version of events is about to fall apart fast, especially compared to what his own friends already told detectives. Keep in mind that any audio you hear muted out is usually a name being mentioned. Most of the time it's Noah, the other friend, or a family member.
Yeah, he pulled up behind me, and it's more for like people who ride motorcycles. If people are tailgating someone on a motorcycle, one slip up and you're dead because their next car is gonna run you over.
Right.
So I kept stopping. I kept asking like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
What do you mean you stop and ask? Like you talk to him, or you're just kind of giving emotions?
Yeah, I was like, "What are you doing?" He was trying, like he wouldn't go by me. He just kept riding. So basically, I stopped for a second, and he started getting all mad and getting out of the car and everything. And I was like, well, I don't want trouble and anything. And he put his hands around my neck. And there was a thorough after that.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like I was in self-defense, though.
You feel like what?
Self-defense, though, because he really did attack me first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did I do?
Oh, no, he was already down the street. He didn't see it happen, but he pulled right up at the last second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he really didn't witness anything, as a matter of fact.
Who else was with you guys? It was 3 of you.
It was and then my friend came and picked us up, and then he
Driving, right.
what was he what?
The witnesses saw 3 people on ATVs and dirt bikes.
There was only 2 of us.
Okay. Witnesses saw 3, so. Right.
He's a good dude, you know.
What does he look like? Is he a black guy, white guy?
Real quick. Is like, how do I explain him? He's a white dude, got really long hair.
Okay.
I just want you guys to know that he had absolutely nothing to do with
That's
it.
fine. Look, I wasn't there, man. So, he has really long hair?
Yeah.
What color?
It's like darker brown.
Okay.
Is he taller than you or shorter than
Me. Not by like a really long ways, but could I put these handcuffs on?
No.
That's what I like to call subtle foreshadowing.
Those aren't handcuffs. Those are ankle cuffs. You go around your ankle. Hell yeah.
So you're riding the ATV. This truck pulls up behind you, and it's just kind of following.
Yeah, like he turned his brights on. He tried to run me off the road. Like it's a small dirt bike. He pulled up the side and he started pushing me off to the side of the road. Like I almost crashed a couple times, and that's when I was starting to get irritated because I mean that's just disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had lights, and he clearly could see that I had lights, but like I don't know what he was so.
Was it already dark at this point?
Yes.
It was dark out.
Yeah. And he basically what happened is I asked him like, why are you following me? Like why are you? Cause I pulled over into a church parking lot to let him go by, and he stopped. And then I honestly think he was intoxicated. Because he got out and he was slurring his words and everything.
Pretty pathetic, especially considering he wasn't exactly sober that night, isn't it?
This church parking lot, where is that? Do you know what church it was? You said you pulled over. You tried to pull over near church parking lot.
I gotta think of what church it is. Further down 52nd Street. Honestly, I do not remember the name of the church.
Okay. So you pulled over and you said he got out of the truck?
Yeah, he got out of the truck and he was like, what are you gonna do? And
what does this guy look like? Is he like young dude or?
No, he was like maybe 35, 40.
Okay.
And he got out of the car and he put
big guy or small guy?
Oh, he was a big dude. But he got out of the car and he put his hands around my neck like he was trying to strangle me.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, he was talking a lot of stuff.
Was anyone around besides you?
Yeah, some other people pulled up.
Who pulled up?
I have no idea who those people were. They were just bystanders.
Did they say anything or?
Not really. They just looked.
They saw him put his hands around your neck?
Who could have put?
Okay. But these bystanders, I mean, they up after everything was over.
Yeah.
You said he wasn't involved in the beatdown, so how would he see when he put his hands around your neck?
Well, he was there at first, but as soon as the fight started, that's when he wanted to shoot out.
Okay. So he puts his hands around your neck, and
like it was like a really hard. It wasn't just like a play thing. He was trying to strangle me.
And then what did you do?
Well, like I used to be an ex-heavyweight boxer, so he hit me in the face once, and then I just lost my shit.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Like, I really feel bad about it.
No.
Like I really don't like resorting to violence. Like I hate violence, man.
Sure.
But I just lost my temper.
Okay. Well, what did you do? I mean, you lost your temper. Did you yell at him? Did you spit on him? I don't know what that means. I wasn't there. So you lost your temper. What did you do? Explain the beatdown. What was the beatdown?
Well, basically, he tried to pick me up. He was like, oh shit. I can guarantee you he was intoxicated.
Okay.
And he got out of the car and he was like, what are you gonna do? Tried to put his hands on my neck and everything, grab my neck. So I got him off me and I hit him in the face a few times. He started to like stumble down.
With what?
With what?
What'd you hit him with?
My hands.
Okay. Okay.
And then basically after that, I kept hitting him and I was telling him to please stay down before I have to hurt you more. Like, I really don't like hurting people, but he was going to hurt me if I didn't stop it.
Okay.
So I just had to completely make sure like he was immobilized, he couldn't hurt me, he couldn't hurt my friends.
Your friends? Who's your friends?
Just if one of my boys would have pulled up, like, I don't want him freaking out at him either. Like, I caused the situation. I take, like, full responsibility for my actions.
Mm-hmm. So, all you did was punch him, and when he was on the ground, you kept punching him?
Yeah.
That's all? Were you punching him in the face, in the foot, in the arm? I don't, where was you hitting him?
Well, I kind of lost control for a second, to be honest with you, officer.
Okay.
But, like, I think,
So then, it sounds like you gave him a beat down, is the way you described it, right?
Yeah.
And then how did it end? What happened at the end?
Well, he was just laying there. Because I really knocked him out cold, because I didn't want him to get back up.
Okay.
And so after that, me and my buddies just took off and went back to my house and sat down for a minute, contemplated what happened.
What Christian leaves out is that this wasn't just one attack. After the first beating, he actually walked away and left the parking lot, only to come back moments later and beat William again. So this wasn't self-defense in the slightest. It's someone who had time to stop and chose to keep going.
You guys left, got out of there, and you contemplated on what had took place. What were you guys talking about?
Like, afterward?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. We're just trying to forget about it. Like, I lost my temper. I really hate being angry.
Sure.
Like, it's one of the worst things, the worst feelings, but...
How long, so what time is it by now, do you know?
Right now?
No, when this incident happened and when you left and got back home.
Oh, man. What time is it right now?
It's like 1 in the morning now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, 1:20.
Man. I'm surprised you guys are still up at this time, to be honest.
What time did you guys get back from after riding? Do you know? I don't know, you don't know.
Oh, like, no, right after all that stuff happened, we drove.
Do you know what time all that took place or no?
Oh, I was riding my bike, so I didn't really have time to look at my phone.
So then where do you put these bikes and the ATV, and where did you put them? In the shed, or where did you put them?
Oh, they're in my garage.
Okay. So then you put those in the garage, and then what did you guys do?
Just same thing as usual. Just shut the garage door, shut the ATV and the dirt bike in there. Then went inside, smoked a couple cigarettes. Really, we didn't do much else, to be honest.
Then where'd you go?
Well, I went to and my I'll be down here.
Okay.
No.
Where's he live?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You all about to lock me up?
no. Well, we need you to be completely honest with everything.
Oh, I'm being completely honest with you guys.
Okay. Not being completely honest with everything. Okay. And I don't want to appreciate you're trying to come up with a story that, it was self-defense and this guy grabbed me by the neck, and I don't have the forms with me, but do you realize there was an event at the church when this whole thing took place? You were so angry you did not realize who was around, who was watching, who was listening. So, what I said earlier, and I know you're concerned, you said, I don't want to go, you got to be honest, okay? And I'm not yelling, screaming, I'm being just giving you the straight up.
You're being cool, bro.
You got to be honest. I've done this job way too long to know, one, you're not giving us certain names because I think this might be your boy, you don't want to tell on your boy, blah, blah, blah. We're going to find out. So that's not going to help you out when we find, or if it was another couple guys, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the thing is, you're not being 100% honest, okay? Because there's two sides to the story, okay? One is yours, 2 and 3 is your buddies, or is the victim? So then you kind of look, all right, is the victim's story going to match up to your story? But in this case, it's easy, because we can take your story out and the victim's story out, and we can talk to witnesses who don't know you and don't know the victim. So for a case like this, it's simple. I mean, we just talk to the witness. What'd you see? What'd you hear? Who did what? Who did what next? It's better than catching it on video, because you have witnesses who don't even know you and don't know. It's different if I say, Christian, yeah, we got 2 witnesses. Well, who are they? Well, it's the victim's cousins. Well, then that doesn't make sense. Of course they're going to say, you did this. These are church folks just leaving a church, driving off, and witness this whole thing go down. And you guys didn't realize that they're standing watching this thing go down. They watched what you did, what you guys did. They heard what was said and what happened, and that's how we ended up there, is because they were the ones that called 911.
That's understandable.
So your story is not even close to what these witnesses, these poor folks, saw. It's not true.
Can I get an attorney in here?
What's that?
Can I get an attorney in here?
It's up to you.
I'd like one right now.
Usually, once someone asks for a lawyer, the interrogation is basically over. But not in Christian's case. Because as detectives leave the room, Christian launches into a racist, entitled meltdown that's honestly embarrassing.
Oh, hell yeah. I never had it on before.
Yeah, he's gonna have him on now.
Do you think that's cool?
What's cool?
Having those on?
No, it's just a new experience. Okay.
But I mean, you almost like think it's like cool. Do you think it's cool to be here right now?
I mean, no, I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool somebody put their hands on my neck too and threaten me.
Okay.
That's not cool.
But here's the other thing I want you to realize, okay? You asked for an attorney, so I'm not asking you any questions. I'm just going to talk for a second.
Yeah,
okay?
Go for it.
All right? How old are you?
Yeah.
Okay? And you walked up in here, and you're talking to my partner, calling him bro. He's over twice your age. You should be calling him sir.
I did call
him. What I'm sitting here listening to, while I'm sitting here in my chair, is listening to a kid who thinks that he's just talking with 2 guys instead of understanding the gravity of why he's sitting in this room. Okay? Old. And you need to grow up, young man.
Sir, can you please stop raising your voice?
No, I will not, because you know what? You are not going to tell me what to do. Do you understand?
I will file a complaint on you.
Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. Go do it.
You think this
really? Go do it. You see what I mean? Look, sitting there calling.
I never even called.
One of my partners here?
I never even called.
Really? What did you just say? That's your problem. That's why you don't understand the gravity of why you're sitting in this chair at 1:30 in the morning. Old kid who thinks he's a tough guy. And you want us to sit there and believe that you're just driving down the road on your ATV and this guy's honking his horn and you didn't do nothing wrong? You got an attitude, and it shows by the way you're talking to my partner.
He was a 6-year-old man. And he also put his hands up.
Okay, so you're going to say that to all these other witnesses saw what happened. And when we talk to your boys, I guarantee you their story isn't going to be the same. Because they're going to look out for themselves.
Because they're not going to tell you shit, cuz.
Okay. And when we get all the evidence out of your garage and everything else, it's all right.
Y'all got what?
We're doing a search warrant at your house right now.
Oh, you are, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, we'll get my attorney in here right
You have
now.
no idea who you're playing with.
Yep.
Oh, believe me, I do.
So the ATV, the bike is coming out of the garage right now, the blood all in the garage, everything. We have it all.
There's no blood in the garage, cuz.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You slipped up, buddy.
You got a lot growing up.
Oh, yeah. As hard as you.
Get me an
We're
attorney.
not bringing an attorney in here.
Oh, yeah, really?
Okay.
Tell us
We're not
I have the right to an attorney.
You do.
Get in here right now.
And you can get
And
one.
when you go over to the jail, and then you can call and get an attorney. Okay? You'll find out.
Find out.
You're a big tough guy.
You're a
You'll
tough
find
guy.
out.
You know all the answers, bro.
Bro.
And that's just freakout number 1, because when the detective comes back 20 minutes later, Christian decides to run it back.
That was good. Can I get a glass of water, man?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Just so you know, we're doing a search warrant at your house right now. So my boss is out there at the house. I got a search warrant. Magistrate signed it. So,
Look, I got nothing to hide in my house, man.
I know. I hear you, but I'm just letting you know what's going on. I mean, I don't want you to think that I'm bullshitting you or anything. I'm not making this stuff up.
Yeah, you're keeping it 100, bro.
And you know, there is blood inside of that garage. And
in my garage?
Chris, okay. I don't know what other way to tell you, man. I'm not making this up, okay?
Oh yeah, I know you're not making it up.
Inside of your garage, yes. There's blood inside of your garage. Okay? So, that's what we're dealing with right now.
Okay.
And we're in the process of finding.
Thanks, man.
Okay?
Oh yeah, I understand. So what's going on with the attorney situation?
We don't get you an
we don't
attorney.
get you
You
an
ask for
attorney.
an attorney, that's on you to get an attorney.
Okay, but I'm supposed to be publicly appointed ones.
You don't understand how the process works, do you?
It's not our job.
Well, whose job is it? Because I'm not
Your job.
I'm not about to answer a bunch more questions. I know
We're not asking you any questions, Christian. What question have we asked since you said you want an attorney?
Well, I mean, the thing is, he put me in these for absolutely no damn reason. I'm just sitting here cooling.
Okay.
I don't understand it.
You're being detained right now, okay? We're not asking you any questions, and it's not our job to call to get you an attorney. That's not our job.
Then whose job is it?
Yours.
Okay, well, I need my phone to do that.
Girl. You just hang tight, Christian. We're going to get the search warrant done, and we'll decide what's going to happen next, okay?
How can we get a hold?
Really? You guys don't need to contact them. They had nothing to do with it.
Well, here's the thing. You're not running this investigation, so it's not your decision on who we're going to talk to.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to talk to you.
How do you know? You don't know what somebody else is going to do.
Oh, but damn sure I do.
Okay.
Hey, yo, get my attorney, too.
Hey, yo, we don't do that.
All right, well, give me a phone so I can call my lawyer. She about to come in here.
Later, detectives would find out that it wasn't just Christian's garage covered in blood, his social media was too. One of his friends posted a photo of Christian's hands smeared in blood with the caption, "My boy just came out victorious." And so far, we've seen that if there's one thing Christian loves, it's acting tough, whether that's online or while he's literally shackled to the floor in an interrogation room. But the moment he gets his phone, that act is about to fall apart, as Christian immediately calls his mom and starts begging her to help him.
Hello?
Want to come down to the police station?
Well, I have the detectives here right now.
All right, well, what are they saying to you, and what are they searching?
For the clothes that you wore.
The clothes that were? Oh. Why did you let them in the house?
So they have a warrant?
Oh, they had a warrant?
Yeah. I'm sure they don't want to wear your dirty underwear.
All right, no. The thing,
This is not a laughing matter. I know. I'm sorry, Christian.
yeah, like, I'm really pissed. They had me chained to the floor.
They changed you to the floor?
Yes, I'm pissed.
Why would they change? They changed you to the floor?
Yes. So you come down here, like, right now and settle this shit out? So I'm not having it. They refuse to give me an attorney. They will not have a publicly appointed attorney come in here so I can talk with them. And that's my rights.
Yeah?
And so they're breaking my rights. So basically, I'm coming back and I'm suing them for everything they had. Look. You got chained to the floor.
You're laying on the floor when you're chained.
Yeah. Please come down here.
Well, I have the guys here right now, so I can't leave.
I need help more. I need a lot more help than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, listen, I can't leave. I can't even go downstairs in the basement or anything.
Why?
Because they're doing a search. Whereabouts are you anyhow?
I am at the Kent County Jail right now.
Is that the one? Kent County.
Like I go knock on the door, but so the chain can't even reach the door to knock on it.
Oh.
Well, I'd rather not. I'd rather have you come.
I am going to.
You coming down here?
Yes, I am. As soon as I get a chance, I will.
All right, look.
Everything cool down here. And you're at the Kent County.
It's Kent County.
It's not with the sheriff's department.
Like what's the precinct?
Kent County Sheriff's Department.
Kent County Sheriff's. Yeah, I'm at the Kent County Sheriff's Department.
Kent County.
Bro, can you please get this shit off my way?
And that's our policy.
I understand, bro. This shit's uncomfortable as hell, man.
Yeah, sure. It's not made for comfort, man.
All right, man. Yeah.
Because I do have to plug my phone in somewhere.
Okay, well, I really need y'all to come down here and bail me out.
Okay, I will.
Not too excited about those ankle cuffs now, are we? And he's about to get even less excited, because the same detective he was just screaming obscenities at walks back into the room, this time with the results of a search warrant at his home.
Look, Christian, I get it, man. I'm not mad at you, man. You don't apologize to me about nothing, okay? Just trying to do my job, that's all.
Oh, I understand that.
That's all I'm trying to do.
I understand that completely, man.
So, I mean, you requested an attorney, and I didn't ask you any more questions. That's my job.
Yeah.
If you want to talk, we can talk. But if you want an attorney, I can't talk to you. But it's not my job to get you an attorney right now. I'm not asking you any questions. Now, if I'm asking you questions, you need to have an attorney here. I mean, this is your choice. I mean, if you want to talk without an attorney, we can talk. If you want one, I'm not going to ask you any questions. But right now, we're doing a search at your house. So right now, we have to detain you until we figure out what's going on. That's all. That's right. That's what it's all about.
That's right, bro. That white dude coming in here, bro, why is he being so reckless, bro?
Yeah. He's big on respect. He's big on, fortunately, you're not 52, so that gets under his feathers that, kid just kind of, and I say kid, young man, that gets under his feathers. So that's just,
It's understandable.
So.
I just want to go home, man.
Huh?
These ankle cuffs, man. I always started getting into this line of work, to be honest.
Yeah.
It just seems to me like being able to help people and everything, save people from situations and everything. That's always like something I'd like doing. It's like whenever I have the opportunity to do something nice for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe in karma too.
How do you?
Yeah. So I try to do as many nice things as I can for people.
Don't you love when you see cringe, disbelief, and pure agony hit a detective's face all at the same time?
How long do you think I'm going to be in here for, man?
I don't know. Right now I'm waiting for my boss to do what he's got to do at the house. That's what I'm waiting on.
Really?
But I can't talk to you because you want an attorney, remember?
Oh, man, you can kick it with me, man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we can just talk about some regular stuff, man. I don't care. I ain't got much else to do.
Right.
You don't take my cigarettes out of my pocket? No.
You don't ask to smoke in here.
What?
I said, please don't ask to smoke in here. Unfortunately, it's against policy.
Well, I got you, man. I wouldn't let him square in here.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it, man. As long as it's off the record, bro, because I feel like I can trust you.
All right. So here's my question.
Yeah.
You live.
Yeah.
You said yourself, man, I live out in the country, I live out in a rural area.
Yeah.
You talk like you live on Wealthy and Division. Where's this? You know, I am black, so I get it. But I mean, you talk like you have a different skin tone. I'm trying to figure out where is this coming from.
I've been in the hood my whole life, bro. No, I haven't lived out there. I only lived out there for like 3 years.
You came down here for us to talk to you. That's why we brought you down here.
Yeah, I know, but I expected it to be like a friendly talk, bro, and then he starts getting all up my face and everything.
That happened after you said you wanted an attorney, and you didn't want to talk to us anymore. That was all after. Prior to that, no one was yelling, no one was screaming, we're just talking to you. No one said anything. We're just talking to you. Your tone changed when I started saying, you know, it's what I do. Your tone changed when I said, I mean, your story doesn't make sense. And then you're like, I'm done talking. Well, that's your business. You can do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, prior to that, no one yelling, screaming, treating you like a grown man.
Yeah.
That you are.
The only problem, though, like, that I've had with, like, problems with police in the past is they'll really try to book you on anything. Like, they'll catch, like, a slight, like, mix-up in words.
Hey, I can respect hearing that. I'm not those other dudes.
Yeah, I feel you a cool
so
dude,
I'm
bro.
just getting your side of the story.
Yeah. But
unfortunately, I get to call you out because some of what you said isn't true. So I'm sorry. No different than if we're out in the streets and we're not in this situation, and I'm just some dude, and if I say, hey man, here's such and such, and you know it's not legit, you're gonna call me out on it. It's just.
Yeah.
You know, and this isn't the crime of the century, but it is what it is, you know. I'm thinking y'all have been like high school sweethearts or something.
Oh, hell, I like black girls, bro.
She ain't black.
I know, but she makes it.
Does she?
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. I'm just messing with you. I just thought it was funny. Like I just met him.
You all need to start putting some fuzzy shit on these, bro.
Man, I don't do fuzzy stuff, dude.
Or like some like padding on it or something.
Well, it's made for you to just be still, not crawling all over the place.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I feel you.
Shortly after this, Christian was arrested and charged with assault with intent to do great bodily harm. But tragically, William would pass away in the hospital on October 31st, 2016, from the injuries he suffered in the attack. With William gone, Christian's charges were upgraded to second-degree murder, and by 2017, a judge sentenced him to 22.5 to 100 years in prison. By the time he's even eligible for parole, Christian will be nearly 42 years old. Our thoughts go out to William's family and loved ones, because his bright life was taken far too soon. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.